Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Gina McAllister, the Dean of the School of Education, and I am honored to welcome all of you to the 2024 Spring Pinning Ceremony. This is such an exciting day for us. It represents the beginning of a whole new chapter for you guys, and so we're excited to be able to send you off with this wonderful personalized celebration. I want to begin our ceremony today by thanking several people and several groups of people that have been responsible for getting our graduates where they are today. First, I'd like to ask for you guys to provide a round of applause to the friends and the family members who have supported our graduates along this journey. I'd also like to take just a moment today to acknowledge our faculty and staff of the Chipola College family. Okay. They have been very instrumental, sometimes with their tough love, to get you guys where you're supposed to be. The success of this program also would not be possible without the strong partnerships that we have with our local school districts. They have welcomed our students into their schools, and then they have found wonderful teachers that were willing to be mentors and guide them along the way, giving them the opportunity to experience a real life setting so that they know what they're getting into and know that they can be strong whenever the time comes. And this mentorship is priceless, and I'd like for us to thank them as well. Our biggest thank you goes to you guys because you chose Chipola College, and more importantly, you chose to be educators, and we desperately need fine people like you out in the schools. So thank you guys as well. We are very, very proud of you, and we know that you have developed a lot of skills that are going to help you to be just what you need as you're out there. This has been not an easy program. It's got a lot of challenge to it. But you've persevered, you've worked very hard, and you've accomplished your goals. So all of those skills that you have used to get through this program, you will use again as you begin your careers as educators. So you've got determination, you've got flexibility, you've got strength, all of those things that you will take with you. As your journey is about to begin, we want to know that we support you in what you're getting ready to undertake, but we're very confident that you will be able to excel and make the difference in the lives of all the students that you touch. We feel very blessed that you've chosen us here at Chipola College and that we've had an opportunity to help you to reach this goal. I'd like for us now to direct your attention to the screen behind me. We have a presentation of our graduates. They have also selected some quotes that are meaningful to them. So meet our graduates.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Jawan Clark, one of the faculty members here in the School of Education. Each year, we select graduates to share a special graduation message with their peers. It is my pleasure to introduce one of your fellow graduates, Josie Engel, exceptional student education, who has prepared a few words to share with you today. Let's give her a round of applause.
Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to my kids at Hope School and Grand Ridge. They are watching today. Y'all please continue to make good choices. I'm going to be honest, when Dr. McAllister asked me to speak, my mind immediately went blank on things to talk about. But then I thought, what about a pep talk? And I'm not talking about just any same old pep talk, or even one of Dr. Clark's daily pep talks. I'm talking about a pep talk from a 9-year-old. He says, the world needs you to stop being boring. Yes, you. Boring is easy. Everyone can be boring, but you're gooder than that. He goes on to reference a poem about two roads that diverge in the woods and thinks, but really if there were two paths, I would want to be on the one that leads to awesome. It's like that dude in Journey said, don't stop believing unless your dream is stupid. Then you should get a better dream. I think that's how that goes. As future educators, we have quickly learned that we make at least 100 decisions every day with our students. But are they decisions to help them lead them to a path of awesomeness? As we will soon start to create our little home away from home inside four walls, we quickly realize that some days are insanely frustrating, some days are impossibly hard, and some days we're just going to want to throw in the towel and give it all up. But occasionally you get a day. You get one single day that makes it all worth it. We are currently in a time where a lot of people are leaving the teaching profession. And students, they need us more now than ever. They need our commitment, our energy, and our exciting ideas. They need us to be the teacher that sees the light in them when others only see a disruption and an inconvenience. They need us to give them a chance when their back is against the wall. Our biggest nemesis is a 3, 4, 5 foot, or even 6 foot human. Scared? Good, because we don't grow when we stay inside our comfort zones. They are going to test us through and through. They will ask questions even if we just told them what to do. They will laugh, and sometimes they will cry. Those little humans are learning how to navigate in a big and scary world just like we did. And honestly, we're still trying to navigate and find our own place in this world. Like what young Christopher Robin told Winnie the Pooh, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. This quote is our reminder that it is easy to forget that for kids, everything is bigger, scarier, and unknown. It's okay to be scared, but we must respond with bravery. The unknown is only scary if it remains unknown. Allow your students to explore and to face trials and even fail, because this is where their path to awesomeness begins. I will close with the same 9-year-old president who has just grown up. There are people all around you who need a reminder to life and to dance. We can remind each other of all the reasons there are to dance, and there are a lot of reasons if you would just look for them. So look for them, because your dance moves, they're needed. Even if they're awkward, especially if they're awkward. Your joy is needed. We are the little reminders to stay unusual. You are needed. There are people all around you who need reminding, and you can let them know. We can help each other roll on when we can't do things on our own. If this journey has taught us anything, it has taught us that. We all need a pep talk sometimes because people grow, days pass, time changes, and challenges come. And we just need that little reminder. One chapter may be ending, but there's a whole big story we're telling together.
It is also my pleasure to introduce another one of your fellow graduates, Destiny Meltzer, Mathematics Education.
Hello. Thank you all for coming. And I want to thank Kylie for that presentation. She worked so hard for all of us behind the scenes. And our Chipola College Education Department for pouring into us and showing us love when, well, we just wanted to cry. So I want to start by saying that you all have been a huge impact on my life, so thank you. So, okay, Dr. Clark has said over and over that teaching is a calling. And God has equipped each one of us with our special gifts to be able to do so successfully and to teach to our fullest potential. And I wanted to take my time to say what I have noticed about each of you. Abby, you are an amazing communicator. Courtney, you have been so inviting, and I thank you for that. Kylie, you're so empathetic, and it just pours out and it shows, and I can't wait to see that in your classroom. Skylar, you are very candid. You are so kind, and you show that to the world. Zoe, you are very down to earth, and it's so easy to talk to you. Abby, or Abigail, the other Abby, you're very relatable, and I just know that your students are going to thrive with you. And Amber, I love that you are always willing to learn and ask the questions that we sit there and probably don't want to say because we don't want to sound crazy. So thank you for that, and I think that's going to be amazing in your own class. Dixie, you are determined, and it shows in every aspect of your life, in motherhood and in school, and I am so proud of you. Becca, you are assertive and you are a leader. Thank you for that. Sorry. Mackenzie, you are genuine. You are a very genuine person, and your heart shows. Mel, you have become one of my best friends, and you're very kind-hearted, and your students are so blessed to have you. Paul, I have one for Jacob. Jacob wasn't here, but I just want to include him first. He is very knowledgeable, and he brings that to all of us and all of his students as well, and he's going to do great things. Paul, I put how caring you are. You made a room full of females cry for like the last 2 meetings. So thank you for being so caring, and also in your life and with your students. It's really going to show. Josie, you are so passionate about what you do, and in the field that you're going into, it is needed for that passion. So thank you. Love you. And Sarah, last but not least at all, you are a very compassionate person, and I appreciate everything you've given to me in the last 3 years, so thank you. These are not all of your gifts, they're just ones that I wanted to highlight, and I wanted to tell each of you that God has given us these gifts to use them, so I challenge you to use them generously and to love your students like they're your own kids, like I've seen Kylie do with my own. This past year has been a really hard year for me. I'm not going to get into the details of all of it, but it has taught me to be more resilient than ever. And I see that in all of you. It's taught you guys to be resilient as well. Sorry. We need to use that skill of resiliency to teach to our students and to get through those hard times of the teacher struggles of the first-year teacher. And I know you guys can stick through it because we stuck through this very difficult 2-year program with these teachers, even when we wanted to complain. The last thing I want to say is God does not promise us happiness. He doesn't call us to be happy. He commands us to be joyful. He commands us to do everything with a joyful heart. So I want you guys to go into your classrooms with joyful hearts and show that to your students. And all of you, I want to say thank y'all so much for coming and celebrating this joyous occasion with all of us. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Casey Dogle, School of Education faculty member. We are so privileged to have Miss Abby Stewart, the Director of Class Program for Leadership Florida, as our guest speaker today. Ms. Stewart joined Leadership Florida in August 2023 as the Director of Class Programs. She oversees the programming and execution of all Leadership Florida classes, Cornerstone Connect, Education, and Executive, including the recruitment and selection process for each class. Abby knows firsthand the value and importance of Leadership Florida, as she is a proud member of Education Class 6. She is proud of the work she is engaged in to convene statewide community of leaders to recharge their leadership skills and to educate and inspire them to work for a better Florida. Before joining Leadership Florida, Abby spent almost a decade at the Florida Department of Education, where she held various key roles, focusing on improving educator quality. Most recently, she served as the chief for the Bureau of Educator Recruitment, Development, Retention, Recognition, and Preparation, where her team worked hard to ensure every student had access to the quality education she would expect for her own son, and recognizing educators for the positive impact they have had on the lives of Florida students. Abby was born and raised in Miami and is a proud graduate of Florida State University. She lives in Tallahassee with her husband Jason and teenage son Bryce. She loves the beach, travel, great food, good books, and Seminole football. Please welcome Miss Abby Stewart.
This is so joyful as I am looking in the front row and seeing, I think, 16 of you getting ready to join the most important profession. So I want to start and just say thank you for being here. It's an honor. Graduates, congratulations. The road to graduation is not an easy one, and many of you have faced obstacles and challenges and bumps in the road. But you are here, you made it, and I'm so, so proud of you. Teaching is the noblest of professions, and the positive impact you will have on the lives of your students in the years to come is almost unimaginable. This profession is often looked at as a labor of love. It is. But I also want to acknowledge the immense skill that it takes to be a great teacher. It doesn't just happen by chance or because you love your kiddos. It happens through hard work, skill, preparation, planning. It takes a commitment to continued learning. You have had the opportunity through your program to learn from wonderful professors and faculty, to spend times in schools and in classrooms, to practice your craft and to learn through hands-on experiences. But nothing will compare to the experience you will have this fall as you step into your own classroom for the very first time. You are ready. I know you are filled with hope, big ideas, and excitement about the students who will walk through your doors. Continue to build upon the qualities you have cultivated here and keep them at the forefront. Be curious, be prepared, have high expectations for yourself and your students, and develop a strong network of colleagues and mentors. There will be wonderful days and hard ones. Find great teachers to lean on and learn from them. Continue to learn from the adults in the building. Find colleagues to celebrate with. When you have time, visit other classrooms. When you are struggling, don't be afraid to ask for help. As a member of the education community, I'm so grateful for all of you for the choice you have made to make teaching a career. I want you to stop for a minute, close your eyes, and think about the best teacher you ever had. This could be as a child or as an adult. I want you to think about two things. First, I want you to think about the way they made you feel. Second, I want you to think about some of the actions they utilized that made them not necessarily your favorite, but the best. I have two teachers that I always think of when I think about my best teacher. Ms. Steinberg was my kindergarten teacher, and she certainly instilled in me my love of reading. She was kind and patient and really tough. She gave clear direction, and I vividly remember her making every student feel important. She created a classroom where kindness was the only option, and at a very, very early age, she taught us that it was okay to make mistakes. We were never allowed to quit. She emphasized that hard things were worth doing, and I am positive that I loved school because Ms. Steinberg set that foundation. As an adult, I had a colleague, we're going to talk about him a little bit, who was probably my greatest teacher. He served as my mentor, and I'm a better mom, wife, colleague, critical friend because of Brian Dessler. Brian served at the department with me. He was the Deputy Chancellor of Educator Quality, and he emphasized that as adults, we needed to do the same things we were pushing our students to do. He believed that the path to improved outcomes for kids started with the adults. We needed to improve the teaching that was happening in our classrooms. He believed in big strategies, better preparation programs, better feedback to teachers, better professional learning, and that all of us needed to be engaged in that work. You, all of you in the front, have benefited from that vision. Your preparation program was improved because of the vision of Brian and the adults. He believed that we needed teachers and leaders who believed that all students could learn calculus. We needed teachers and students alike to believe that hard work and with the right strategies, ability could be developed, that skillfulness in anything from tennis to art to teaching could be developed through practice and feedback, that opportunities for growth and improvement are abundant, and if you don't know something, you just don't know it yet. He often said, smart is not what you are, it's what you do. He was relentless in his pursuit of excellence and made all of us around him better. For you, there may be different qualities when you think about your best teacher, but I will ask that you continue to reflect on those qualities. Remember, you will be somebody's best teacher. On days when you may be struggling, think about that person, the person that inspired you to be the best teacher you can be, the way they made you feel in their actions, and think about ways that you can be that for your students. When we focus on the children, even the hard days are worth it. As you prepare to do the work that matters most, I want to share a story that my best teacher wrote almost a decade ago. His words, as I was thinking about what I wanted to share with you, continue to resonate with me, and I hope that by sharing them, they will inspire you too. On a particularly hot and humid day, pre-dawn morning last week, I started a jog along International Drive. Some of you went to the Future Educators Conference. You know International Drive in Orlando. As I slowly got started with the run, I heard the sound of a bicycle approaching. Moving myself from the center of the sidewalk to the side to make room, a child's bike with an adult rider, knees practically surpassing the handlebars with each rotation of the tires, whirred past me. From the handlebars hung what appeared to be a lunch bag. The back of the man's shirt had the name of a custodial company. During the rest of the run and quite a bit since, I've been thinking a great deal about this man. As I thought about him, I made up that the bicycle rider works in some of the kind of service role in one of the restaurants or hotels in Orlando. And I imagined that he rose early that morning, as he does every morning, in order to get to work on time without the aid of his own car. I pictured this man as a father of children in our schools, working hard so his children would have opportunities that maybe he did not. In my mind, I could see him quietly opening the door to his children's room, stepping carefully inside and ever so gently kissing his son and daughter on the forehead before exiting the room to begin his long commute to work. I could see him setting their breakfast out just before he left, hoping as he did every morning that they would get up as they were supposed to, get themselves ready, and be at the bus stop on time. This man, I was certain, while possibly not having time to do the same things that some other parents might do, cares as much about his children as any of us care about our own. And he left for work well before sunrise, trusting that his kids would be safe at school and that they would be taught in ways that would expand their opportunities in life. Certainly there is honor in every profession, including his, which he may have chosen to do even if he had a world of other opportunities. Nevertheless, I believe he worked the way he did so that his children would possibly have choices that he never had. His trust in us and the trust of so many mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers, it humbles me. Every day I hope that I'm honoring his trust, and I am hoping other people to honor his trust as well. His kids don't get another chance at today in our schools, which inspires me to make sure that today counts for them and for him. It's an awesome responsibility we have, and it's not one I take lightly. I know you don't either. Giving voice to this man's hopes and dreams for his children is what our job is about. It's what your role as an educator is all about. When we do it well, there are no limits on the future for his children or any of the children you will serve throughout your career. Before I close, I want to take a minute one more time to thank all the people in this room who believed in you, who have supported you, to your families, to your teachers, to the Chipola faculty, to your community. We know it takes a village, and it is always important to recognize those who are investing in your success. Graduates, thank you again for choosing this work. Thank you for choosing to positively impact the lives of the students and the families that you will serve. Thank you for choosing to change the world. Thank you for your commitment to becoming a teacher who is as good as you would expect for your own children. I wish you so much success and a big, big congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Stewart, for those wonderful, empowering words that you shared with us today. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Mackenzie Johnson, faculty member in the School of Education. This pinning ceremony that we have adopted is from the field of nursing. It is a time-honored tradition, and it dates back to the 1860s. This ceremony is intended to be a personally meaningful introduction into the brotherhood and the sisterhood of educators. The expectations of a professional educator are outlined in the Florida Department of Education's Code of Ethics of the Education Profession. Please listen carefully as I read the code. The educator values the worth and the dignity of every person, the pursuit of truth, devotion to excellence, acquisition of knowledge, and the nurture of democratic citizenship. Essential to the achievement of these standards are the freedom to learn and to teach and the guarantee of equal opportunity for all. The educator's primary professional concern will always be for the student and for the development of the student's potential. The educator will therefore strive for professional growth and will seek to exercise the best professional judgment and integrity. Awareness of the importance of maintaining the respect and confidence of one's colleagues, of students, of parents, and of other members of the community, the educator strives to achieve and sustain the highest degree of ethical conduct. The pin that you will be receiving today is a symbol of your commitment to the education profession and upholding the expectations of this code of ethics. Congratulations on your decision to become a professional educator. The graduates have prepared a message to share with friends and family. Kylie Harvey, Secretary of the Future Educators Club and senior in the School of Education, will read the messages as the graduates receive their pins. Graduates, as your name is called, please proceed to the stage.
Abby Ashen. I would like to thank my parents and family for supporting me through this chapter of my life. Thank you for pushing me through the toughest part of school. It has finally come to an end. Thank you to my friends who have helped me focus on the positives. Without these amazing people offering me their never-ending support, I would have never made it this far. And lastly, thank you to my husband for studying with me and supporting me through the tough times. Courtney Benton. Today marks the day my childhood dreams come true. I have finally made it to the end. Wyatt, thank you for always celebrating the little wins and never complaining about the endless stories. To Mom, Dad, Samantha, Brittany, and Tyler, thank you for believing in me even when I doubted myself. Miss Larson, you have been an absolute blessing throughout my internship. I hope to become at least half the teacher you are. My third grade babies, thank you for giving me the experience that will last me a lifetime. I will forever cherish the memories this program has brought me. Kylie Bowen. As I reflect on my time in this program, I am filled with gratitude. These past 2 years have taught me how to be a leader, how to show myself grace, and how to show others grace. I am so thankful for the people who helped me get here. First, I want to thank God. I truly feel like God has called me to this profession for a purpose. Everything in my life has led me to this exact moment, and I thank God for the opened and closed doors. Next, I want to thank my family. Mama, Daddy, Logan, and Noah, y'all are my rock. Y'all have provided me with support, love, encouragement, and advice. I love y'all more than you will ever know. Next, I want to thank Sherry Bird, my mentor teacher. Thank you for equipping me and gifting me the knowledge for this next season of life. Finally, I want to thank all of the Chipola education professors, especially Dr. Clark. Dr. Clark was not only a teacher to me, he was a mentor, a role model, and an encourager. Dr. Clark is my inspiration as an educator, and I hope to be at least half the teacher he is one day. As I walk away from this season of life, I am eager to see what the next one holds. Thank you all. Skylar Brannon. Friends, family, mentors, and everyone who has been a part of my educational journey, today I stand before you with a heart full of gratitude. Mom, Dad, Kelly, and Russ, your sacrifices, love, and encouragement have brought me to this moment, and I am eternally grateful. To my friends, I am so thankful this program brought us together. I look forward to making many more memories together. To my teachers, your wisdom and guidance have shaped me into the educator I am today. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. It does not go unnoticed. Miss Gilly, Ashley, and Blossom, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I would not have made it through this journey without your support. Here's to new beginnings, seizing opportunities, and embracing the unknown. Zoe Birch. Thank you to all who helped me through this journey. To my friends who helped me, Nell, Colin, and Carly, thank you for keeping me on track, motivated, and helping me stay positive. To my mom, stepdad, and Miss Faith, thank you for supporting me through this journey and always being there for me. Lastly, thank you to my mentor teacher, Leslie. You have taught me so much over the last 2 years, from classroom management to lesson planning to baseball. I would not have been able to do this without all of y'all's support. Thank you. Abigail Cozart. My whole life, I knew I wanted to teach. I have thought about this moment for as long as I can remember. I can't believe we are finally here. I could not have made it without the endless support from my family. I can never say thank you enough. To my dear friends I have made along the way, we made it. We can look back and laugh now at the seemingly endless tasks and lesson plans we are now professionals at. Even through all the assignments, it never felt too bad with you all by my side. Miss Trimble and the dear second grade class that taught me more than they'll ever know. I will forever remember how you taught me to teach. I can't wait to go out into my community and show the love, patience, and God's never-ending grace to others as I have been shown this past year. Thank you all for everything. Amber Dutcher. In a life that has been one unachievable experience after another, I have yet again achieved the impossible. I can say that this journey has had many twists and turns, but it was interesting nonetheless. So, to everyone who has contributed to this journey, thank you. Thank you to my second grade class. You will forever be in my heart. Thank you, Miss Keynes and Miss White. It has been an honor working with you. Thank you to my family, who have been my inspiration to continue no matter what. Thank you, Micah and Mackenzie, for your love and patience. Our life awaits. Thank you, Papa, for being my rock through everything. It has truly meant the world to me. I don't know where life will take me next, but here I come. Dixie McClendon. Thank you to my husband for always being so supportive, and to my mother for her never-ending support. Thank you to my children for pushing me to keep going. Thank you to my cooperating teachers for your guidance, and to my fifth graders for being a part of this journey. And for all of the encouraging words from family and friends, thank you all so much. Becca Mercer. In first grade, I began practicing to be a teacher, and 14 years later, here we are. Above all, I want to thank God for placing such a special calling on my life and providing every step of the way. Mom and Dad, thank you for cheering me on and loving me every step of the way. Jonah, Noah, and Josh, thank you for challenging me and keeping me humble with all of the compliments or critiques. Bo, thank you for understanding when I had a long day or just had to tell one more story. Miss Barnes and my first grade babies, thank you for the patience and joy over the past year. You guys will always mean so much to me. Miss Dogel, thank you for being the best sponsor ever. Your joy is something I hope to show in my classroom. Chipola, thank you for the memories and the best of friends. I want to close with John 3:30. He must increase, but I must decrease. I hope that my students feel the love of Christ above all throughout my career. Mackenzie Morford. Thank you to my friends and family for being by my side throughout this journey. I truly could not have done it without all of your support. Thank you to Miss Baggett and my third grade class for giving me an internship experience that I will never forget. Thank you to everyone else who has pushed me to see my full potential as an educator. You have all supplied me with the knowledge and resources I will need to flourish in my career. Madeline Taylor Ebersol. There are so many thank yous to say, but I want to especially thank Zoe, Destiny, and Sarah for being loving and positive throughout this journey. Thank you to my mentor and coworkers for accepting and encouraging me. Thank you to my family for your love and patience. A special thank you to my mom, Brady, and Jack for all the laughs and keeping it real. It's thanks to these lovely people that I am who I am today and haven't lost my sanity. Jacob Smith. Jacob could not be here with us today, but he has left a special message that he would like me to share with everyone. Thank you to the faculty and staff at Chipola College and my family and friends for supporting me. Paul Thomas. Thank you to every educator I had the pleasure of learning from. You all have taught me how to be a functioning adult despite feeling like I am drowning in schoolwork. I wouldn't be the educator I am today without you. Thank you to my friends who have put up with many cancellations or absences from last-minute panicking over a task. Thank you especially to my family. Thank you, Brian, for being the father I needed when I had none. Thank you, Mom, for always being my biggest advocate, especially during my prodigal son years. Thank you, Abby and Nicole, for being the best role models, encouragers, and sisters I could have ever asked for. Thank you, Amanda, for being the steadfast, loving, and infinitely patient woman that you are. Your encouragement throughout my schooling has meant more to me than you will ever know. Thank you, Debbie, my mentor teacher, for all the invaluable lessons you have taught me as I become an educator. I wouldn't be here without you. Most importantly, thank you, Jesus, for not leaving me where you found me, calling me into a new life, and showing me what true love looks like. Josie Engel. Everything will work out exactly how and when it is supposed to, regardless of how and when you may want it to. Let your faith in the journey be stronger than your doubts and fears. Be patient with knowing that good things always take time. Give yourself time and space to try things and explore different paths. You will get there one day, so don't forget to enjoy the journey too. Words can't begin to even express how thankful I have been for this amazing journey. First, I want to thank my parents and family for your endless support. Aaron, you have been my rock and always provided words of calmness. To my teachers, you have helped shape me into the person and educator I strive to be. To my mentor teacher, thank you for allowing me to come into your classroom and treat it as if it was my own. I am forever grateful for your love, dedication, and patience. This journey has been wild, but no one goes unnoticed. Here is to one chapter closing and the beginning of a new one. Destiny Metzler. I would like to thank God for giving me the capabilities and support to get where I am today. My husband, John, who spent countless hours quizzing me, and my kids, who sat next to me during homework. I would also like to thank my extended family, church, and lifelong friends made in this program. Thank you, Dr. Clark, for showing God's love and joy to us on the hard days. To Ms. Davis in our 6th grade class for giving me so many learning opportunities. And lastly, all of my past teachers who went above and beyond for all the students in their class, especially Susie Barber, who poured into my life during the hard times. Sarah Smith. Dr. McAllister, you were right. This bachelor's program definitely requires rigor, and lots of it. I am so thankful for all of the support, guidance, and learning from each of my professors, students, friends, and family. Majorly my mom, because she got to see it all, aka the rigor, these past 2 years. Throughout it all, I am proud to say that I now feel confident and comfortable becoming a first-year teacher. So, thank you again to all of my professors, students, friends, and family, as well as the beauty and peace of nature for keeping me grounded and able to succeed.
Let's give our graduates one more round of applause. Again, congratulations on this major accomplishment. We look forward to hearing great things from you as you become very impactful on the lives of very many people. We want to welcome you now as our colleagues, no longer our students, and as alumni. So one more time. Before we conclude our ceremony, I would like to invite Mr. Eddie Ellis, longtime educator and our internship supervisor, to come forward and share some closing remarks with us.
Again, to the grandparents, parents, relatives, those of you who've had a hand in sacrificing for these educators right here to become who they are today, we just say thank you. But I want to ask you, please do not leave them alone now, because they're going to need you now more than ever when they enter into their classroom of their own in this world of education. To the graduates, I say to you, what can I say? We've had some great conversations. We've had some talks that had to do with education. We've had some talks that had to do with life. So what do I say to you? I say to you this: you were born for a time like this. This is your time. You are equipped to make a difference in the world of education. You can do this. But there's one thing that you really have to do. You have to believe in yourself. Regardless of all of the knowledge that you have, regardless of all of the student teaching or internship that you've gone through, please believe in yourself. Believe you can make a difference. Believe that you're the person for the job that you receive. And believe without a shadow of a doubt that every day that you go into your classroom, those little babies are expecting you to give them the best that you have. Even if you don't feel well, they don't need to know it, because they come there because you're their hero, and they want you to pour into their lives. So I leave you with this. I leave you with this story of the eagle and the crow. You see, the crow will get on the back of an eagle. The eagle doesn't pay the crow any attention. The crow continues to peck on the back and the neck of the eagle. The eagle doesn't pay the crow any attention. So what does the eagle do? The eagle just simply begins to soar higher and higher while the crow is pecking on his neck and his back. But he doesn't pay the crow any attention. So why does the eagle do this? The eagle can fly high enough so that when it gets so high up into the air, the crow cannot breathe, but the eagle can. And the crow then falls off the eagle's back without the eagle ever paying any attention to the crow. So what does that mean for you? When you face adversity, soar. When you have a hard day, soar. When you think you haven't done a good job, soar. When you've had a great day, soar. Whatever you do, each and every day of your life, be like the eagle. Just continue to soar.
Thank you, Mr. Ellis. And thank all of you for joining our celebration today as we get ready to send our graduates on their way. This concludes our ceremony, and thank you all for coming. We will keep the graduates for just 1 second for a couple of pictures, and then they're yours for the rest of the afternoon to continue your individual celebrations. Thank you.